On the valley floor in Calistoga, surrounded by century-old elm trees and expansive vineyards, sits an historic property housing the third oldest winery building in Napa Valley. The original Larkmead Winery, built in 1884, changed hands many times over the years. In 1992, Hollywood executive Rich Frank purchased the property and named it Frank Family Vineyards.
My love and knowledge of wine really grew while I was president of Disney Studios. It was then that I was able to travel, and when I did, I was able to taste great wines. And what I noticed was that wine really brought people together. So after I bought the winery, I decided to make some wine as a hobby to share with my friends and family.
You could say Frank Family really began in Rutherford, with the purchase of a house perched high on top of a hillside vineyard. This property, affectionately called Winston Hill, after a black and white Springer Spaniel, was Rich Frank's weekend getaway. But soon, making wine became more than a passion project. Rich, along with his wife Leslie, a former television journalist, made Napa their permanent home, grew their portfolio of world-class vineyards, and built a loyal community of fans across the country.
Frank Family has spent 3 decades building its reputation on quality, balance, and consistency, and also a commitment to legacy, which I think is apparent when you look at the bottle. The historic stone building graces the label of our Napa Valley designated wines, and our single vineyard estate wines bear the names of our grandchildren whom our vineyards are named after.
All great wines start in the vineyard, but it takes the knowledge, skill, and finesse of a talented winemaker to bring each vintage to life.
My winemaking philosophy is always be true to the region and true to the varietal. Growing up in Northern California, I'm unabashedly California Napa Valley style. I want our Chardonnay to taste like pure Chardonnay grown in Carneros. Our Cabernet Sauvignon, pure Napa Rutherford Cabernet Sauvignon. Zinfandel, grown in Childs Valley, pure Zinfandel, always respecting the varietal, the region, to come with a nice balance and flavor.
From sparkling wines made in the method champenoise to award-winning still wines aged in French oak barrels, Frank Family's expansive wine portfolio has become adored by consumers and critics alike.
We know location makes a difference, and Frank Family's vineyards are situated in the best appellations within the Napa Valley, allowing our winemaking team to truly master the terroir and craft exceptional wines.
We make over 24 wines here at Frank Family Vineyards, and most of those are coming from our estate vineyards throughout the Napa Valley. But we've also cultivated some great relationships with some of the world-class growers here in the valley, such as the Beckstoffer family, Sinceri family, and the San Giacomo family, Sonoma Carneros. These long-term relationships will help us produce quality wines with consistency from now and years to come.
Sustainable farming is a priority at Frank Family Vineyards, and in 2014, we became certified Napa Green in the vineyard and in the winery.
We're always looking for new ways to reduce our footprint. We're proud that our winery sources 100% renewable energy from locally produced wind and solar power, thus eliminating our electricity-based greenhouse gas emissions.
At Frank Family, we like to say great wine happens every day. And at Frank Family, so too does great hospitality.
When I think about what we do here every day, welcoming guests to our property, I'm reminded of something Rich Frank told me when I first came to the winery. He said, "Liam, we know our wines are the best. It's your job to make certain that each guest experience is on par with the level of the wine that we make." We as a team at Frank Family Vineyards walk into every tasting understanding that it's our job to meet each guest's level of anticipation and expectation.
We've always had a family atmosphere at Frank Family Vineyards. It's obvious in all we do. It's our history and our purpose. I took it from the Disney philosophy. We have guests, not customers. Everyone who comes to visit us is considered a part of our extended family.